everyone, my name is Paige and welcome back to my channel. I am going to apologize well ahead in advance if you hear my dog wandering around, occasionally barking. She thinks because I'm talking to the camera, that means that she can talk to me. So today's video is just going to be some quick September goals. I like to put it out there into the universe to help keep me accountable. Sometimes I manage to get everything done, sometimes I don't, and that's okay too. So I have three main goals that I want to accomplish this coming month, and that's because this is my last month before classes start again. The way that the schedule that I'm on with the School of Continuing and Professional Education is that it's 10-week class courses. So this semester it looks like everything's starting about 6 weeks past the rest of like normal school. And so I have until the last week of September to kind of work on YouTube and writing stuff before my project management stuff gets back going. So my three goals for this month is one, I want to get to 20,000 words in my Facebook number 2, because I am currently waiting on that beta feedback. I have not gotten it yet, so I figure I might as well start working on the second one while I still have some breath to do it. So that's my first goal, 20,000 words. That's 15,000 more than what I currently have. I think I have like 5,500, something like that. So that comes out to being about 500 words a day to create 15,000 words for the month. So completely doable. I am able to, in an hour's time, write 6 to 750. So the 500 a day is completely achievable. My second goal is kind of continuing on from one of my August goals, and that is I want to get back onto an actual schedule with YouTube. This past month I did a little bit better with posting, but I am starting to have, I've had a lot of fun, and I am continuing to have a lot of fun just sitting here talking to the camera, talking to you guys. Whether or not people are here or not, that's a completely different thing, but I'm learning a lot. I'm learning about how cameras work. I'm learning about how to just be comfortable with myself. Not a lot of people are able to just sit here and talk to a camera, and we kind of saw that with Zoom and online meetings and stuff throughout COVID, and I think people started getting more comfortable with it. But 100% sitting here talking to a camera when you don't know if anybody is going to be on the other side is completely different. And even over the past like 2 months, I've seen my confidence change sitting here talking to you guys. So I want to continue doing YouTube. I want to get back onto consistent schedule of posting every single Wednesday. So then that way I can just keep myself accountable. You guys will have content, stuff like that. And then my third goal, sorry, my list is over here. My third goal is to start outlining the adult fantasy series that I've had tinkering in my brain. I think I've talked about this previously, and this one, I'm really excited about it because it brings in a certain facet of life that I am extremely interested in. For those of you who don't know, I got my master's in medieval studies, and my thesis is in how the church was able to teach the general public and what responsibilities each member of society had. It sounds really boring, but it's also very cool and fascinating to me. So my adult fantasy that I'm thinking about writing is looking at what if all of the societies or all of these like major religions throughout the world, taking an example from each place. And I know that it's not realistic to do something as expansive as doing all of the absolute major religions, but like putting all of these religions together and seeing if they could work together to overthrow a monarchy, and then what would happen later. And my point of view is I'm going to take this and I'm going to look at it of things are going to start breaking down. We see it time and time again in our own world where people can get along when times are tough. But when things start to iron out and like, kind of like in Hamilton, wherever he's talking about like, oh, now you have to govern. Good luck. Governing's the hard part. That kind of thing. So in my brain, I want it to have it all start, all of these people that are in charge of these religions, having each representative there, start butting heads and things start falling apart, and one thinking that they are better than the rest and doing whatever it takes to get that power. But I don't know yet. This is just an idea that like I'm tinkering with, and I'm kind of looking at, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be a weird test of seeing if we can take our globalized society and smish it together, if that makes sense. Keeping all of the cultures very different and very independent, and looking at how these people interact with one another. That's the goal. It probably won't turn out that way. It's going to be very complex. I am not expecting this to be published within the next decade, because I do think it's going to be a massive undertaking, and there's a lot of research that I need to do. But like I said, I am excited to look at that religious component within this world. And that's one of the things that whenever I'm looking at fantasy novels in general, of like, what is their religious structure like? And I notice if they don't have one written into the novel. I think it's just such a fundamental part of world building that it needs to be there, and like, it tells you so much about what a specific society values. So yeah, so I'm going to start outlining and start tinkering with that, or maybe just do some general brainstorming, and start a new notebook for that. Yeah, so those are my 3 goals. 2 of them are more concrete. The third one is like, if I have time, I would love to do this. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe. I post reading, writing, and travel content, and I will see you guys all very soon with a new video. Bye!